Sorry. Okay, so I asked, I'm not going to disconnect because I need to come back on for the closing. Yeah, don't stay on. Yeah, okay. Someone will be giving me a 5 minute standby, right, over WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. Could you do it at the beginning of his session and also like 5 minutes within, just so that I can finish, so I'm not waiting for the whole 13 minutes. Just standby. Thank you. Cool. Everybody, happy
Hi.
International.
Hi,
Hi.
Anli.
For those of you who are tuning in from wherever you are in the world right now, welcome to Yoga as One. And thank you so much for coming on and joining us for our little Yoga as One pregame. My name is Hanley Hofer, and I'll be your host for this little session. And as you can see, joining me On the screen, we have some familiar faces from the Pure Yoga team. We've got Renee, Gabriel, Niru, and
Hi.
Chris. Hey guys!
Hey.
Now, of course, Yoga as One is brought to you by Pure Yoga, but today is quite special because not only do we have a class coming up for you guys about some meditation, but we also have a few other things happening. As you can see on the screen in the top left corner, we have a little QR code, and we would love to encourage you guys to scan it and donate a little bit towards our chosen charity. We have teamed up with HealthServe, and HealthServe is focusing on helping migrant workers out at this time, which we all know is a very important cause. So go ahead, scan the QR code, and give a little donation in. Also to note, later on during the session, we will be hosting a giveaway. But I'm not going to give away much about that for now. You'll just have to tune in. And on the topic of tuning in, guys, we are actually trying to break some records today, Yoga as One. Right here, right now, we are attempting to host one of the most tuned in yoga sessions, I guess, globally online. So in order for that to happen, we would love for you guys to stay online as long as possible to make it count. Okay, guys, coming into you at the bottom of the screen. Want to chat with you guys for a little bit to see how it's been for you on the last crazy 2 months of this life that we're going through. Maybe I can start with you. Renee, how are you? And
Yes.
where are you right now? Where are you coming from?
Yeah, it's been, I'm good. I'm sitting in the meditation room at the Republic Plaza studio at the moment. I just taught my two first classes in, what is it, 2.5 months or something, which was really
Wow.
cool. The morning class was jam-packed, which nowadays is not that full, but so it's good. No, it's all good. Yeah.
How has the last 2 months been for you though? I mean, going from a studio and teaching and working with people to not.
I know it was weird. Sometimes you get what you ask for and wish for, and I've been thinking before that I was like, I need some time. I have a course I want to finish. Maybe I see if I can get a week or 10 days off work, and then this came along, and bang, 2.5 months later. But I did finish my course. It was a sailing navigation course that I've been meaning to do for ages, and it's really intense. So I used the time and struggled through it, but did it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So it feels like an accomplishment, and for those who know, it's the RYA Yacht Master, which is it's a fairly high level thing, and super just technical. So it was a good accomplishment.
Well,
Yeah.
well done. Wait, does that mean I
Thanks.
can call you a master now? It's got master in the
Anytime
name.
you want. The
Well
master
done,
of the yacht.
master. Want to move over to you, Gabriel. And who's your furry friend on your lap? Who's this?
And my dog's name is Lachlan. He's the latest addition to my family.
Oh
He's
my
so
gosh, he
sweet. Look
is
at
so
him.
cute right now. Can we just take a second to praise dogs for getting us through this last few months? I
Yes.
have, honestly, yeah, my dog was my saving grace during the circuit breaker. How have you been, Gabriel?
Definitely. I've been good. Like, before circuit breaker, I would always lament about how I don't have enough time to spend at home with my kids, i.e., my dogs. And this time at home has just really enabled me to give my heart and my soul back to them. And I've also been volunteering plenty at the animal shelter. I mean, we can't hang out with humans, but we can still definitely do something for the animals. So staying home has been really cathartic. And even though it's phase 2 and people are coming out of hibernation, I want to do it slowly so that I can kind of hold on to all the life lessons that this entire period has given to me.
So well said. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miru, how are you? How has the last couple months been?
Hi, Andy. Yeah, I'm good. And last 2 months, I mean, nearly 3 months was maybe a fantastic time for me. I could say maybe after almost 15 years, it's something like I felt like I was a schoolboy that who was waiting for the annual leave at the end of the year. So something I got this for my own time. Yeah, I had a lot of good things, and I would say like completely away from worldly matter issues. So everything, just staying at home, just not visiting anywhere else, just cook at your own way, whatever that you want to do it, just do it at home with your roommates. Just doing a bit of
Mm,
practices. Of course, I'm just completely out of practice, and the meaning of not yogas and but just concentration moved more into the
mm,
pranayama practices, not using more of the physical aspects that could give me even more energy to push it up even more. Like now, I can
mm,
get the confidence of facing anything. Maybe in the future, if anything comes like this, maybe I would say I'm ready. Like I'm not bored to stay at home. But it feels
mm.
something like changed and weird. Like when I left my home this morning to see outside things, everything is like, oh my God, so a lot of people are there outside. Or I
Yeah.
would say maybe people are happy, and at the same time to see it as kind of sad. Also, I'm missing the last 2.5 months. It's already there.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's an undeniable kind of shift in
It
perspective for
takes,
all of
yeah,
just
it takes a
walking
little
down
more
the
time
street.
to accept it.
Absolutely. There's just so much gratitude in just being able to be out, I guess, and seeing people. It's so great to have
Correct.
this life to look forward to.
Yeah, exactly.
Kristen, hey girl, how are you doing?
Hey, Hanley. I'm good. How are you? How are you? I
I'm
haven't seen you in
good.
forever, huh?
I know. I haven't seen anybody in forever. How has the
And
last
anybody in forever, so true.
Yeah, how has the last couple months been for you and your practice and staying indoors?
Right before I was actually in Bali, and so for me, it's been great. I think if I didn't have a trip before all this happened, I can understand why people are getting a bit of cabin fever. But in the past, what, 3 months, like meditating online with people who show up at 8:30 every Monday to Friday, it's amazing how many people I didn't realize have like a mindfulness practice or wanted to get into meditation. I think it's been really beautiful teaching online because in the studio, people are constantly in a rush after class to go back to their day, like to their life, step off their mat, leave. But there's something about being at home where when they're done with class, they want to talk, they want to connect, right? So you start to really get to know people, especially students from Pure. And I think it's been great. Like now I can call them my friends, which is, yeah, I guess I gained a lot of friends during this time.
So great to Well, guys, thank you so much for taking a minute to say hi and popping on and then being here with us for Yoga as One. And to our viewers who are tuning in, maybe you guys just jumped on the live feed. Well, hi, welcome to Yoga as One. Gabriel, Renee, Miru, and Kristen are here to say hello, but they are not going to be hosting our class today. In just a little bit, we will be jumping on and chatting with Yun, Miriam, and Arun, who will be hosting our session today. So, on that note, to the four of you guys, thank you so much for sharing your words, and hopefully, I will see you super soon in 3D.
See you soon.
Yes.
Perfect.
Come take a
Yes.
Okay, thank
class.
Have
you.
All
have
right,
fun.
guys,
Bye
chat soon.
bye.
All right, now taking it over to our three instructors, I'd like to introduce you guys, Yun, Miriam, and Arun. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi,
Happy
namaste.
Hello. Hi,
Friday.
Holly. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Well, for those of
Hi,
you who are joining
everybody.
us from home, I'd like to introduce to you our three instructors who will be conducting our session here for Yoga as Fun today. We've got Miriam, Yun, and Arun. Now, we will be starting the session off with Yun. Yun, maybe you can tell us a little bit on what people can expect with their session with you today.
Today it would be a class made out of three parts. So I will start the class with the warm up, and then Miriam will be doing to get a little bit more heat in the body through a more fluid class. But the theme of today's class is slow and steady. So we're not really going that fast. So it's really an accessible class for people from all backgrounds, from all kinds of experiences or wherever they are. So hopefully, all the yogis are coming in together today to help us set the Guinness World Record. And also, of course, like we're so thankful for GetActive Singapore as well, Pure Yoga, of course, to help create this event for us today. I'm very excited. Hopefully, we are all going to practice yoga together as one.
Yes, and let's just stress that again for you guys who are tuning in from home. This class is super special because, like you said, we are attempting to break a world record by having the most people tuning in and participating in a yoga class online. So in order to do that, if you guys could just stay online for as long as possible, because every minute that you are participating and tuning in with us does count towards that. All right, now Miriam, what can we expect from your class today here at Yoga as One?
Hey, hello. So my name is Miriam. I work for Pure, and the theme, like Yun said, is slow and steady. I will demo the basic expression of the pose, and for those of you who have been practicing for a while, so feel free to go deeper into your poses. And then at the end, we're going to finish our class with meditation with Arun. Also, remember to be aware of the keywords, because each one of us, we're going to say at the end of our part a keyword in order for you to maybe win a Lenovo computer. So stay aware.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so that was what I was waiting to share with you. But guys, there is a giveaway happening as we proceed with the next hour and a bit here at Yoga as One. So like Miriam said, and take note, okay, so the giveaway, we are giving 3 Lenovo tablets. And in order to win and to take part, you need to stay tuned and keep an ear out for the keywords that will happen in each of the 3 sessions that our 3 teachers will be hosting. So for example, Yoon will give you a word, Miriam will give you a word, and Arun will give you a word. And at the end of that, gather these words and tag us in your Instagram post, okay? Don't forget to tag at Pure Yoga Singapore and hashtag Yoga as One, and we'll find you and we'll choose our winners based on that. So I'll say it one more time to be clear. There are 3 keywords. Collect all 3, and we are giving away 3 tablets from Lenovo. All right, now Aaron, I believe you are closing off this session with a guided meditation. Maybe you could share what we can expect from you.
Yeah, hi. My name is Arun, and I'm from Pure Yoga Singapore. And today is as they mentioned, that the practice is we're celebrating International Yoga Day, and we making this session to slow and mindful. Most important thing is practice with mindfulness. So mindfulness is about when we're able to connect to ourselves. And it's like the meditation has so many forms. So we're not just trying to, we're just trying to make things as simple as possible for everybody. So what you can take out of this session, that's something you can do it at home. It's not only for today, because we're not just celebrating International Yoga Day because it's 21st of June. We are trying to create the awareness that you can take something from here, and how you can just, this 10-12 minute can make a big difference in your life, and how this, we all being stuck at home during the CB period, and it's being very stressful. Even though we find that it's very relaxing, but being staying at home is being quite stressful. So these techniques gonna help you how to achieve just a simple peace of mind, how to achieve this quietness within you, because this mind is being just so active all the time. So once with this quiet down this mind, you may find all around you, even the cities are busy, but you will feel the peace because it's coming from you. So this is what we are trying to getting out of today. Okay, so I will definitely trying to find a way and give you some peace later on. Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron. And yes, I think we could all do with a little peace. Also, I'd like to highlight that today also is Father's Day. So I just want to give a little shout out to any fathers, right, who are joining us from wherever you are. Now we will be starting in just a couple of minutes, but I also would like to remind our viewers once again that maybe you can notice on the left of the screen we have a QR code. If you just give that a scan, it will take you to the page where you can kindly give a donation to our chosen charity. Now, for yoga as well, Hero Yoga has teamed up with HealthServe, and they are focusing on helping migrant workers during this hard time. Now, if the QR code doesn't work for you can find the link available on Pure Yoga's Instagram page or on their Facebook. It's accessible to all of you. So please, every little bit counts. And yeah, why don't we take this Sunday to do something good for ourselves, good, do something good for others. Okay, guys, I think that it is time to get the session on its go. So on that note, I would like to invite everybody to grab their mat, grab their towel, grab their water, and now I'm going to throw it over to you, Yun.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Namaste. Welcome to your yoga practice, a very special yoga class today. We'll be sharing this very unique experience with so many people around the world. So yes, if you still have time to get your friends to come join you on this streaming right now. So today's class, as we mentioned earlier, is slow and steady, but you can definitely increase the intensity if you are, an experienced yogi at home, anytime you want, right? It's really, but please be careful and also be very mindful, as Arun said earlier, as you move by yourself at home, okay? So we're just gonna jump into it. Come into a comfortable seat. I'm sitting in a kneeling position. But if you like to, you can sit cross-legged. So we're going to start with a little bit of breath work and warm up. When you're ready, you can start to close your eyes and just make sure that your spine is really tall. Curl the head of the shoulders back a few times. Take a full breath here, inhaling through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Just one more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And then just begin to close your mouth. Just breathe naturally in and out through your nose. There's no need to rush. There's no need to force. Just breathing in naturally. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Very simply, just pay attention to the breath. Very simply, just pay attention to your breath. A lot of the times people think that yoga is just about flexibility. Yes, it is part of the practice, but really it's about being steady, finding steadiness in your physical body, but also, more importantly, in your mental body. So hence, the theme of our class is slow and steady. With a regular yoga practice, you find that you have a much more steadier mind to deal with any kind of challenges that might come up. We're going to start now with very simple breath work. We'll start with 4 counts inhale, 4 counts exhale, and then we'll go to 6 counts. You can follow my count if you like, very simply counting your breath. So let's go on the inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. Let's try 6 counts. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 6. Last round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 6. Now just return to your. If you like to, you can join your hands together, palm setting. Just setting an intention for your practice. And also mentally note that as you practice, you're not just practicing for yourself, but also for your loved ones and the people living with you, people around you. Very slowly now opening your eyes if your eyes were closed. Let's start with a little bit of wrist stretch. So we're going to come to a tabletop position. So come onto your hands and your knees, guys. And then just draw circles with your hips, big circles here. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 3, 2, 1. And then just flip your hands so your fingertips point towards your knees. Right. Pull your lower wrist just slightly in. And then lean back so you stretch your wrist. You can start to lift your wrist slightly off the ground and then really press down through your finger pads. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, leaning back. Very good. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Remember, guys, let's try to stay on and finish the class together. Okay, last one. Inhale and exhale. Press down the finger pads a little bit more. Good. Flip your hands back to the front. You can shake it out a little bit, I know. And then now walk your hands forward and just press your chest down to the floor. The puppy dog stretch. So you want your sternum to touch the floor as much as you can. Chin on the ground. Stay here, arms straight for 5. 4. Some cracking happening here. 3. Keep your steady breath, okay? Slow and steady. 1 more breath here in your puppy dog stretch. Good, slowly. Back. Back to your tabletop position. 3 rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, arching the spine. Let's look up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Chin to the chest. And really look for your belly button here. 2 more. Inhale, arching. Send some movement to your spine. Exhale, rounding. So if you're new to yoga, this is something that you can do daily, okay? It's super safe and very helpful to keep your spine healthy. Last one, exhale, round. Very good. Now keep your toes tucked behind, okay? As you sit back, interlock your fingers if you can. If not, you use a small towel, okay? Pull the head of the shoulders back. And then see if you can lift your arms up a little bit higher. Okay? And then maybe pulse up to the ceiling here a couple of times. I know your toes are starting to feel a little bit, okay? let them just be for a while. If you have sharp pain, you can release, that's okay. But if it's okay to stay, try to stay a little bit longer. For 3, for 2, and 1. Super. Release now. Bring your hands to the front, and let's do our first downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, so downward facing dog here. You can walk it out with your legs paddle, bend the left knee and the right knee a couple of times, just walking it out, and just feel what kind of residue do you have right now in your body. Can you feel perhaps your workout from yesterday? Or maybe your shoulders, from sitting too long, perhaps in your neck. Whatever it is, just let them be. Just observe as a witness. Inhale, let's come forward to plank pose, everybody. Shoulders, see if you can lean them a little bit towards the front. Now I want to challenge those of you at home who can heels touch and really squeeze your heels, and then squeeze your buttocks, and then pull the stomach in towards the spine. Pull your front body to the back body rather than the back. So really strong here, front body to the back body. And then bring your knees, if you can, down to the floor. Lean your chest forward. And your elbows slowly descend to the ground. 3. Strong arms. 2. 1. Point your toes, press the toenails down. Fingertips wide to the side. Dome your hands, okay? Stay on your fingertips. Shoulders to your earlobes. And then puff your chest forward into a cobra, look up. Roll the head of the shoulders back. Slowly come down. With strong legs and strong core, can you push yourself up all the way back to downward facing dog? Let's walk the feet slowly now towards your hands. Remember, slow and steady. There is no need to rush here. Feet hip width distance. Soft knees, hands on your hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades, elbows point up. Strong legs come up all the way to stand. Okay, bring your feet together. Bend your knees. Reach your arms. Let's do chair pose here. Utkatasana. Remember to draw your belly in towards the spine. Fold forward, exhale all the way. Place your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your chest, lengthen your heart space, shine your heart forward. Exhale, step back, plank pose, top of a push-up here. Squeeze your heels if you can. Inhale, tight core. Exhale, bring your knees down, then your elbows slowly descend towards the ground. Let's do a high cobra here. Lift your chest, strong legs, remember. Chest up, shine your heart. Downward facing dog. Exhale, back to base. Take a big sigh here. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Those of you jumping, you can jump, you can even handstand. But you can also walk forward slowly and mindfully to your hands. Halfway lift your video. Exhale, diving your face towards your shin. Let's walk the feet together, bend your knees, reaching your arms up. Come into chair pose. Good. Straighten your legs, hands to the heart center. Step your right foot out to the side. Do one forward fold here. Take a full breath in here. If you want, you can interlock your fingers behind you. Forward fold and hinge from your hips. Let your feet turn in slightly as you pulse a few times towards the floor. Pull your kneecaps up, up, up. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Inhale, strong legs, remember, come up all the way to stand. Super. Heel toe, your feet together. And that will conclude my part, the first part with me. I'm going to throw it over to Miriam, who's going to guide you guys through the second part of the class. So now the first keyword that you have to take note of is be. Be. So after Miriam.
Ready. Thank you,
Hi
Yun.
Miriam, take it away.
Good. Let's continue. Thank you for the warm-up, Yun. So let's continue at the top of the mat. Keep your feet apart. Roll your shoulders up, back. Good. Thank you, Yun, for the warm-up. We'll continue with the class. Step at the top of your mat with your feet apart. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down away from your ears. And let's close the eyes for 3 breaths together. Take a long, deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Hold your breath for a second. And exhale by your mouth. 2 more. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. 1 last. Inhale. Exhale. Let's move together as one. Feet at the top of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms up. Maybe back bend is your choice. As you exhale, soften your knees. Touch the floor with your hands or fingertips. Inhale, flat back. Hands on shins if you need to modify the knees bend. And exhale, forward fold. Hands on the floor. Find downward facing dog position. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So in between poses, you have the option either of child pose, take a rest, 5 breaths, or downward facing dog. And for those of you like your vinyasa, you have your vinyasa in between. 3 more breaths. 2. Look forward. Bring your right foot forward in between your hands. Come to a high lunge position, back heel off the floor. Inhale, arms up. Slow and steady. As you exhale, open up to a warrior 2. And take your time, adjust your front heel in line with the arch of the back foot. Look to the right fingers beyond your fingers and bend your front knee a little more until your knee is slightly over your ankle. 1 more breath. Right hand facing up the ceiling. Inhale. Reverse warrior as you exhale. Breathe slow. 1 more. Good. Back to a warrior number 2. You're gonna bring your left hand to your hip. Now shift the body weight forward. Extend your arm. Place your fingertip on the floor diagonally to your right foot. 1, 2, or 3 steps. Inhale. Bring your left leg up halfway or all the way up. And like I said at the beginning of the class, for those of you who have a little more experience, carry on with your poses. Just remember the pose that you are doing now. Take 3 more breaths. As you exhale, come to a warrior 2. Take your time. Bring your hands on the floor. Downward facing dog position. On your next inhalation, come forward to plank. For the first one, place your knees on the floor, and the easiest way, first your legs, your hips, finally your chest down. Inhale, take a backward bend. You decide how high. We meet in downward facing dog as you exhale. Good. On your downward facing dog, let's take 5 breaths together. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale, spread your fingers. Exhale 2. Inhale, strong core, belly in. And last 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1 last. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Bring your left foot forward in between your hands. Come up to a warrior 1 or high lunge. Depending the pose you did before, you do the same thing on your left side. Transition to a warrior two. And take the stance slightly longer on your warrior two. Look to your left fingers beyond your fingers. Stretch your arms, bend your front knee a little more. Good. Left palm facing up. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Now observe your breath at all times. If you're feeling that you're breathing too fast, just do less, no problem. Right hand on your hip. Extend your left arm forward and place your fingertips on the floor. Take 1, 2, 3 steps. Bring your leg up halfway or all the way up. Take the same option you did before for 3 more breaths. Good. Back to a warrior two position. Remember that transitions are part of the practice as well, so move slow with awareness. Hands on the floor. Take a downward facing dog, 1 breath. Inhale to a plank position. And take your vinyasa, either knees down, half chaturanga or full chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. For those of you in home, first time practicing yoga, chaturanga, it's a tricep push-up movement. 1 more breath. Looking good. Look forward. Right foot forward outside of your right hand. Left foot forward outside of your left hand. Come up to standing with your legs apart, arms up above your head. Hands to your heart, exhale. Separate your legs a little more, your toes pointing the corner of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms up. Take a half squat or full squat position. And inhale, breathe in. I know that it's challenging to practice from home, but we committed to be here today. So let's try the best to keep the concentration on this moment right now. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come up to a standing position at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to your heart center. Second flow, inhale, bring your arms up. Back bend is your choice if you prefer. As you exhale, forward fold. Lengthen your back, maybe hands on shins. Forward fold, exhale, find downward facing dog, or we call this position Adho Mukha Svanasana in Sanskrit. 1 more breath. On your next inhalation, right foot outside of your right hand for lizard position. Now you can either keep your hands in line with your shoulders, so if you want to go deeper, maybe forearms on the floor, whatever you prefer. If you're still struggling in this pose, allow you to bend your back knee. 2 more breaths. Observe your breath. The quality of your breath is still the same. We're not adjusting, we're not forcing. Good. Left knee off the ground. Inhale, gentle twist, bring your right arm up. And try to push the floor away from you for 3 more breaths. 2. Exhale, bring your hand on the floor. Downward facing dog, exhale. Move forward to a plank position. Take your vinyasa, half chaturanga or full. Inhale, backward bend. Exhale to a downward facing dog. And we're gonna hold downward facing dog for 5 breaths. I'm here with you. Spread your fingers as much as you can. And try to send your heels up. Doesn't matter if your heels are not touching the floor. Creating a V shape with your body from hands to heels. 2 more breaths. Left side. Left foot forward outside of your hand. Lizard position. Remember, do the same thing on your left side. So yoga is about finding balance in between your male and female side, moon and sun. Right and left side. 3 more breaths. Good. If your knee is off the floor, pick up your knee off the floor. Spinal twist. Exhale. Remember that while you're practicing, You are strong, but you are soft at the same time. So we are not suffering the pose. It's light. One more breath. Bring your hands on the floor. Take downward facing dog pose. Come forward to a plank position. Inhale. Knees down or knees up, chaturanga. Inhale to a cobra. Exhale to a downward facing dog. One big breath in down dog. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale, and release. Look forward. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. Forward fold as you exhale. Come back up to standing, gentle back bend. Hands to your heart, exhale. Good. Feet together. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring your heels up. We're gonna take transition for sitting on the floor. So fingertips on the floor, so adjust. And if you need something underneath for sitting, feel free to do so. Now make sure your sit bones are grounded on the floor. Bend your knees and bring your hands underneath your knees. Walk your feet back, 1, 2 steps, and bring your heels off the floor. Puff your chest forward on your Navasana position. And then as you exhale, we're gonna move to the next position. It's butterfly, sole of the feet together. And continue from Navasana to a butterfly position. Just 2 more rounds. And each time, feel that your hips are feeling warmer. You can go slightly deeper. One more. Exhale. Good. Come up to a Navasana boat pose. Move your chest forward, either or keep your hands on your knees, on the top of your knees, behind, arms by your sides. Regulars, practitioners from all over the world, maybe stretch your legs. Remember, it's not a sinking boat. Move your chest forward and maybe do less, but stay strong on your core. One more breath. Exhale, slowly release. Stretch your legs. Move the body weight side to side. Now, make sure your back is straight. So if you need to modify, bend your knees, stretch your back, arms up. As you exhale, forward fold. Those of you who can keep your legs straight, go ahead, do so for your Paschimottanasana that we coded in Sanskrit, seated forward fold. Good. As you exhale, release. Now mindfully bend your knees, bring your heels towards your butt cheek, fingers pointing forward. Move your chest up for reverse tabletop. And if you feel comfortable on your shoulders, bring your hips up halfway or all the way up. 2 more breaths. Exhale, slowly release. Good. Let's lay down on the mat. Keeping your feet hip distance, almost touching your heels. Hands on the floor, lift up your hips for bridge pose. And if you have maybe wheel on your practice, take 3 more breaths. Mindfully, slowly release. Keep your feet apart. Drop your knees to the right and left side. And maybe now allow you to close your eyes. If you have your roommate, your wife, your husband, tell them to dim the lights for you. Drop your knees to the right. Drop your knees to the left. Good. Both knees together to the chest to the right side. And we're gonna come up to a seated position. Find any comfortable position. Eyes closed. Good. Right fingertips on the floor, take a side bend. Exhale, left side. And exhale back to center, hands on your knees. Close your eyes. back to your normal breath. Observe your mind at this point of the practice. Bring your mind here and now. Practicing together yoga as one. Good. Slowly open your eyes. The second key word is the word at. A-T. At. So we're going to continue with meditation with Arun. Stay in a seated position.
Namaste, everybody. Okay. I hope you all have felt a little bit physically free now. So it's always important when you physically have no more tension left in the body. Your sitting positions become even more comfortable, and that's the first key thing we require in the meditation, to let go all this physical discomfort. But you have a choice. Those who feel that you want to practice in the lie down position, you can feel free to lie down. Or those who want to sit against the wall, feel free to sit against the wall, or take some cushion to sit on it. Because we need to make ourselves as comfortable as possible, because when you physically feel more comfortable, you find that it's easy for you to improve your level of concentration as well. Okay? So just whichever pose makes you comfortable, sitting, lying, or against the wall, or even sitting on the chair. Just relax your palm. Keep it. No need to tense your body or anything. First thing is about let go this physical tension. Do not hold any muscle. Looking straight to your eye level, and everybody just close your eyes. Once you close your eyes, soften your eyeball, your facial muscle. And just be with your breath. Your natural flow of your breath, which you experience your breathing in, breathing out. Do not make it deeper. Just observe the natural flow. Inhalation breath experience from the tip of the nostril. Exhalation breath. Feel from the tip of the nostril. No matter how active your mind, usually all the time. In meditation, the first thing you learn about, let your focus turn towards your breathing. And with eyes closed, the way that the lesser you see, the lesser your mind wanders. And once you start paying attention on your breath, you manage to let yourself connected just to yourself, to your internal self. Even though we have always the dual thinking, lots of thoughts in us, but you will only have a single thought at a time. And when that thought turns into your breathing, that I am breathing, it creates a sense of distraction from all the external activity. Just be an observer on your breath. This meditation technique we learn about a little bit creating the sound. And this sound vibration helps to create the quietness within you. We all are quiet inside, but we have missed it somewhere else. And meditation is the key to make you just connected again to yourself. And these sound vibrations will help you with it. And the yogic term is called the sound of Brahmar, Brahmari, like a honeybee. After each and every sound, I want you to experience the impact, the effect for a few seconds before we go for the second one. Let your tip of the tongue touch to the upper palate. Your mouth remain closed. And after exhalation, your sounds come like humming bee. You don't need to start straight away. You can hear me first. From second time onwards, you will go with me. This is the sound of Brahmari. Let's all connect together to create this universal sound within us. Breathe in deep. Just let this vibration spread in you to create the sense of quietness within you. Breathe in again. You will get more and more internally quiet. You will just go one more time. Breathe in again. Experiencing this vibration within us. It allows a sense of clearance within us. Now you experience with your own thoughts. You don't need to think about, just experience what comes in you, what goes out of you. A meditator is an observer, is not the doer. So you observe them, what comes in you, what goes out of you. When you're trying to stop them, that's where your mind gets distracted and disturbed. You observe them and let them flow. Whatever comes in you, whatever goes out of you, let it flow. Your own mind becomes so powerful now.
that you even get sensitive to the small, small sound around you. That's the power of the mind. Is that when you get quiet inside, you can hear even more clearly outside without even feel disturbed. The sense of quietness and the calmness we can experience within us right now. Maintain this lightness within you. The simplest form to practice is mindful breathing, a little vibration, and observing your own thoughts. Just back on your breathing for now. But just with a few blinks, start to open your eye. I hope you all have a nice, calm, relaxing time. And that's all for the meditation part. And today's the last keyword is peace. Peace. Shanti in Sanskrit. It's called peace. May the peace which stay with you. And this is also the last keyword we have for today. So you have collected your all three words. And good luck to you all. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Arun. And thank you as well to you, Miriam, and to you, Yun, and to everyone who has tuned in and joined us on the mat here today for International Yoga Day, Yoga S1, of course, brought to you by Pure Yoga Singapore. Guys, don't forget, we do have, that's right, Miriam and Yun are gesturing to it. We're still encouraging you to scan the QR code and give a little donation to our charity. We have teamed up with HealthServe, and they're focusing on helping out migrant workers during this hard time. It's a very good charity, so please scan the QR code, and if that's not available to you right now, the links are all available on Pure Yoga's Facebook page, our Instagram page, on the YouTube description. It is all there. Also, guys, did you take note of your keywords? Because we are hosting that giveaway. So just a reminder of how the competition will go. Take note of those 3 words that our teachers shared during their class and share it through a post on Instagram. Don't forget to tag at Pure Yoga Singapore and hashtag Yoga S1. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for coming in and joining us. Hopefully through this, we have brought some peace and some lightness to your day, and hopefully we broke a little record. But you'll have to stay tuned to Pure Yoga's accounts to keep news on that. All right, Miriam, Yun, Arun, thank you all so much for your time.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pure
Thank you.
Yoga.
Namaste.
Thank you to GetActive
Namaste.
Singapore and also Lenovo.
Thank you. Happy International Yoga Day. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day.
Felicia, papi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.